Hey, I'm Allie. Welcome to Little Hill Homestead. Today, it's actually 9 o'clock in the morning to me, and I'm making this so that we have it for tonight for dessert because we have a problem and we're addicted to this Guinness chocolate syrup. And excuse my dogs because I had them locked up in their crates all night, so they're going crazy. But we have a Hershey syrup on our channel that we love, but on St. Patrick's Day, I had some leftover Guinness from a Guinness cake, and I decided, I'm going to see if I can make the Hershey's that we make all the time, but instead of water, use Guinness. And we are hooked on this stuff now, and we eat it every single day. So I'm making a triple batch of this today. It's a Guinness Hershey syrup with our vanilla is made with whiskey, so it has a little dab of that too. But you cook it off, so there's really no alcohol in it. So it's fine. It's fine that we're having this at 9 a.m. But I'm making a triple batch, but I'm going to give it to you guys in single batch version. But I'll tell you why. Because I had to buy, our grocery store sells the Guinness. This is the Guinness we got. It's the extra stout. Extra stout. You can use one with the black label too. It doesn't matter. This one's 22 ounces, and that's what our grocery store had when you were buying a single bottle. So that's why I'm making a triple batch, is just to use this up, so I'm not chucking it, down the sink or whatever. So all we're gonna do for this is, for you guys, it is gonna be 3/4 of a cup of Guinness. Like I said, I'm using a little extra Guinness, so I'm making a triple batch of it. Just, we don't like to waste in this house, so why waste a beer, right? We don't drink a lot of beer in this house. We used to. We don't anymore. But let's see. This is sugar, regular old white sugar. You need 1 1/4 cup. And this is all just going into a pot on the stove. I have it on. Boop. The next thing you need is salt. I'm doing a larger batch, like I said, so you need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm not stirring this. I'm just dumping it in as I go. The last thing you need is 3/4 a cup of just Hershey's cocoa syrup. Sugar, cocoa powder. Oh my gosh. It's like I said, it's 9 a.m. I've only had 1 cup of coffee. Tea. I don't drink coffee. I love coffee. Anyways, that's all in the pot, as you can see. I'm going to give it a little bit of a stir to get it going. I tried to get the pot on earlier so you wouldn't have to sit here the whole time this was going, but like I've said, I try to do it in one shot, one filming, one thing, unless it's something like baking cookies or something that we have to break up. That's only because I know I've told you guys this, so I'll stop saying it over and over. But I have like an iPhone, an old iPhone that is my phone, and that is what I use for filming as well now, because we're a newer channel and we don't want to invest in camera equipment because it's thousands of dollars until, we can. So for now, we just use my regular old cell phone, but I have no storage on it. I don't have pictures on it or like a lot on it, but I have no storage. And when I edit videos, I have to go back. It's a whole thing, and it can't save as enough stuff when I do broken up videos that way. So, is that enough of that? Oh my gosh, move on, lady. Right? So, anyway, so I'm just giving this a stir. Everything is going to start to melt down, which is beautiful. It smells good already. Like, I don't even have strong smellers ever since I had COVID, but I can smell the chocolate in this, that's for sure. So, while this is starting to come to a boil, I think it's good and stirred. I'm not gonna make a bowl of ice cream like I threatened in one of my previous videos, but let me show you. I forgot to pull it out. What we use. Okay, so this is our nightly routine lately, and we probably need to stop because it's compromise. We had Brussels sprouts, so we get ice cream, right? We do a bowl of ice cream. I like vanilla. My husband likes chocolate. It's just, you do you. We put copious amounts of the Hershey syrup on top of it. Not copious amounts, but it's delicious. You guys will see. So we put that on top of it, and then I get a spoon of this malted milk. We get it at Walmart. Kroger doesn't sell it. Isn't that crazy? It's on the lowest shelf by the hot chocolate. It was kind of hard to find. They have it in chocolate or they have it in the regular old original malt. That's the one we get. And so I just do a spoon of this over it. And between the two of them, it's like magical. It's like a whole experience every night. We just sit there and every bite, you're like, this is the best thing I've ever eaten in my life. So that's our little nightly treat we make. But and we have an ice cream problem. I guess it could be worse. There's lots of other issues. I was doing really good at making my berry smoothie bowls. That is also on the channel somewhere. And those are really good because they're low calorie, they're low carb, and they taste good. And but then we went on vacation. Well, I was on vacation in Texas. My husband was working while we were there. And we started eating ice cream in our hotel room every night in bed while watching TV. And it's become this whole new thing. It's fantastic. If you haven't done it, eat ice cream in bed. The things you learn at Little Hill Homestead. But we've been married for 27 years, so, you know, that's what it gets to at this point, right? Oh, man. So this is just about coming to a boil. Now, again, if you don't want to make this with any kind of alcohol, you can make it, which vanilla always has alcohol in it, in case you didn't know. You can make it with just water instead of beer, and it's just Hershey syrup. And we don't buy Hershey's anymore. We actually just make our own because it's better to make your own than it is to buy the bottled stuff. Once you try it, you'll be like, but warning, if you use it in chocolate milk, use less than you think you should because it is potent stuff, which is good. It means your dollar is stretched, right? All right. So when this comes to a boil, which is just about there. Yeah, it's there. Can you see it? It's starting to bubble. I love how like sugary things bubble differently. It's kind of like watching Hocus Pocus or something. Which, did you guys like the new one? I know it's like April, but Hocus Pocus was like part of my childhood. More like junior high, I guess. But I did watch the new one. What was that, like last year, 2 years ago? I love Bette Midler, but I can't watch Beaches. Can't do it. I haven't watched it in 25 years. My best friend's name is Allie as well. She's in California, and I'm pretty sure we used to watch Beaches together just to cry, like when we were in high school. But it's fine. So I'm going to set a kitchen timer for 30 seconds. That's going to burn off the beer that's in here, so there's no alcohol in it. If you want it to be boozy, just stop now, turn it off. Don't boil off the alcohol, and you'll have boozy chocolate. It could be delicious. I don't think you'd have to use way too much of it to do anything, but you do you. Of course, I'm wearing white because, it's Saturday morning. We go to the grocery store on Saturday mornings. That's what we do. We make a grocery list on Friday nights together. We plan our meals for the week and what recipes I'm going to be doing for you guys, what we need ingredients for. My husband is like the best grocery list planner you've ever met. He has memorized, well, he does the coupons. So he goes on Kroger and gets the coupons for us. And then we make our grocery list. We walk around the house together and we decide what we need for the meals for the week and all that stuff, right? And then he has memorized the grocery store so he can write our list in order by aisle. So the way we do it is we go through the vegetable section, we go across the back through the deli and the meat, we go through the freezer, and then we backtrack through the aisles, which we usually don't have a lot on the aisles. But he can have it written out perfectly. And so if he can't go with me, he still does it for me. And he's just awesome like that. All right, rant done. Here's our last ingredient is our vanilla. So you need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Like I said, mine is made with whiskey. It's got vanilla beans in it. We just make our own. Whatever you want to do. We're doing a triple batch. So I am adding a little extra. But you would need 2 teaspoons. If you want to use imitation vanilla, hello, you can't even see me. You want to use imitation vanilla extract, it's cool. Be careful when you add vanilla. It will cause it to bubble just a little bit. And I realize I'm like not even paying attention to where I'm aiming. Like I said, I switched my tripod back to my previous setup that I had used like at the very beginning. And I just feel like the angle is better. So you let me know below if you notice a difference or if you're like, no, you look the same as you always do, lady. You're crazy. All right, so our whiskey has now burned off because of the heat, and it was still bubbling just a little bit. So that's our finished Guinness Hershey Guinness chocolate syrup. We'll call it Guinness chocolate syrup. We'll leave brand names out, but that is our how simple was that? That was 9 minutes. Really, if you're not talking to yourself out loud to your phone, you could probably do that. Plus, I made a triple batch. So if you're doing a single batch, it's like maybe like 3 or 4 minutes. So if you happen to have an extra Guinness, or you just really want to make this recipe, which I totally recommend, get one little bottle. I know Kroger, they have like the beer aisle, and there's one little section that has like single bottles, and that's where I got the big old Mama Jamba. I think it was $3. So yeah, and then of course you need a lot of Hershey's cocoa syrup. Not cocoa syrup, cocoa powder. Why can't I think of it? This stuff. Excuse me, reaching in this stuff. By the way, we get ours at Sam's Club because we use so much of it. So there you go. So go make some Guinness stuff. Like I said, it's 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm all ready to have a bowl. But actually, we always say it's about compromise in our house. My husband and I, we don't do this every week, by the way, but we're on our way to Burger King because we're going to have Whoppers for breakfast because they sound delicious. And then we're going to chase it with ice cream later, but that's after a healthy dinner. Let's be real. Happy Monday to you guys. To us, it's Saturday. So have a fantastic day. And comment below if you have any recommendations or videos you want us to film or any nonsensicalness or fun facts for that matter. Why not? All right. Talk to you later. Bye. Dang clicker.